It's Madden NFL 24. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Vikings and the Lions, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Goff. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. The numbers for Gibbs from last week. 21 carries, 74 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones, and it's 3rd and 5. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They've tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they haven't been successful so far. I wonder if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And they will wrangle him down a couple of yards shy of the 30. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Brandon Graham able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw is Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and 6 now. Now Goff. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now it's Goff. That one behind his receiver and incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. KJ Osborne, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Yeah, look at this defense for the Vikings. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here are the Vikings to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. 1st down. Here's Cousins. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slam. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Play action now. Cousins. This one caught by Osborne, right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football. And guess what? I'd throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep and give it instead to Eckler. And able to work his way down to the 16. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. It's Eckler again. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's Cousins. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Well, now how about this return? And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Gone. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Vikings ready to go again on offense. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. Pass caught here by Osborne. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Cousins now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense set to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
So now following the sack, often the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now as he's on to punt for Detroit. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line.
It's caught inside the 25. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Eckler again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. 3rd and goal for Cousins. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Justin Jefferson, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. Escapes the defender. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Another shot now for this Lions offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead, and he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Gibbs will try and pick it up, and he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
They'll try the air now with Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
And the Lions 1st down.
Play action. It's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he's got it to about the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this 1st half of action. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. He's delivered a solid performance so far here in the 2nd quarter.
Everything has been good for him, and right now, if you're on defense, you don't want it to go to great. So you have to just change up coverages and looks on him all the time. Press coverage sometimes, back off and play some man, show some zone, double team him, make him really work for each and every catch.
He's hit the end zone once. Maybe there's more in the tank. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Cousins to throw it. Over the middle and hauled in by Osborne. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Throwing, Cousins. He dumps it to Eckler underneath, and he will have a Vikings 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Cousins. And his pass incomplete. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis. They'll throw again. Cousins. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To Jefferson on the slant. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. On first down, gone. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
A final shot before break here. Goff over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. It was a strong first half for the veteran quarterback, Kirk Cousins. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing the out route, and he's got Eckler. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
34-yard line.
Eckler now between the tackles. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 1.
Cousins. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Goff. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
First down, Lions.
Hand off now to Gibbs. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, here's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the football going back to the Vikings offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing is Cousins. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hawkinson here. And Hawkinson going to have the Vikings first down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Here's Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Now Cousins. The throw left sideline falls incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Cousins again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
So statistically, Both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. To throw, Cousins. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on third down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call him for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Well, this is caught by Williams. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first.
First down, Detroit.
St. Brown motioning left. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 39-yard line.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
When you get blocked in the back, offense.
Jonah Jackson, former third-round pick, the guilty party. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Gone.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 43-yard line.
51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Here's Goff. It's caught on the right side. Williams.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Finding Williams once more, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And the Lions first down.
From the red zone now, Goff.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
From 17 yards out.
And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And it is good. That cuts the lead now to 11, 24, 13 our score. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half.
Cousins, and the throw here caught by Addison.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon Graham able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
An assortment of sacks in this game. This one the product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Aiden Hutchinson, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Goff now to throw.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Goff. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Here's Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, They can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. A second down throw for Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Up the middle with Eckler. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Throwing, Cousins.
Open man is Osborne.
He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on fourth down. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Lions will take over. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Now Goff on first down.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And they're going to speed things up here. Now a first down throw. Goff
finds Gibbs on the check down.
He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. On second down, here's Goff. His throw incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. Again, Goff.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. To throw is Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Now Goff.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So on 4th down, Goff will yield to Greg Zuerlein for the field goal try. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Cousins to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Minnesota, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.